Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? I hope you all enjoyed my concise part 2 broadcast, even though it is being released almost 24 hours after it finished airing, but I wasn't able to get to it until that point, and I sincerely apologize for that. But in this video, we have details for the Carnival Super Physical LR UI to MUI Goku animations and the Tag Super Saiyan 4'S as well. So let's go over the Tag Super Saiyan 4'S first. This will be the easier one. So we have GT Heroes, Power of Wishes, or Power Beyond Super Saiyan category. Ki plus 3, 200% health, and 170% to attack and defense, plus an additional 50% to those stats for characters who also belong to the All-Out Struggle, Earthbred Fighters, or Giant Ape Power category. That might just be, you know what, that is a huge boost to the GT Heroes team, even though they really don't need to be replaced. None of those units really need to be replaced, but this is a much better leader skill. So we have these guys. They are super int. We're starting off with the Vegeta side. 400% attack and defense. I think that's the highest ever for a basic effect. Receives an additional 3 ki per rainbow ki sphere obtained, and 1 ki per type ki sphere obtained. Additionally, has guaranteed guard, 40% damage reduction, and once only changes ki spheres AGL and physical to rainbow. It's once only. That's fine. 3 or more rainbow ki spheres obtained, he gains an additional 25% damage reduction. So that's 65%. And 4 or more rainbow ki spheres gains an additional 15% damage reduction. That's 80%. And after receiving or evading an attack, all allies gain 2 ki and 20% defense, self-excluded. When attacking with 14 or more ki, attacks are effective against all types and has a guaranteed additional super attack. And when attacking with 24 ki, launches a guaranteed additional super attack, and once only gains a permanent 100% attack and defense. Okay. I mean, I would like a little bit more stats, but that's just me personally. So this is really good to start off with. This is very defensive, but then again, you're trying to get 4 or more rainbow ki spheres. But remember how Dokkan's ki sphere obtaining system is set up? It's that it goes for whatever will give that character the most amount of ki, and he's gaining 3 more ki per rainbow ki sphere obtained, so that's 4 ki per rainbow ki sphere versus 3 per the type ki sphere. And so that automatically will prioritize rainbow ki spheres, as long as there aren't more int ki spheres on the side, I guess. I think that's how it would work. And from the third turn from the character's entry turn, when there is another GT Heroes or Power of Wishes category ally on the team, you can meet up with Super Saiyan 4 Goku to start the reversible exchange happening. 25 categories. Okay, 25 categories. So the 12 ki super attack, or is this the EX super attack? This is the EX super attack. No, this isn't the EX super. This is the 18 ki super attack. My bad. Raises attack by 44% and then raises defense and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. That is stacking. Okay, that is stacking. And when the first attack in the turn is a super attack performed with 24 ki, 70% chance for the super attack to become an EX super attack. So the final flash can change into the EX super attack, which raises attack and defense by 44%, stacking, and causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and then raises allies attack by 10% in battle. That is a attack support buff for the entire team, but still only 70% chance to happen, and it's once per turn. Exchange mechanic. Now let's see what Goku's side does. 400% attack and defense, an additional 3 ki per int ki sphere obtained, an additional 1 ki per non-int ki sphere obtained, chance of performing a critical hit, damage reduction rate, and a chance of evasion 40%. Once only changes STR and tech ki spheres to int. When attacking, 200% attack at 100% defense. For every attack performed, chance of performing a critical hit, damage reduction rate, and chance of evasion plus 10% within the turn. 3 or more int key spheres obtained, permanent 40% chance to perform a critical hit. 5 or more int key spheres obtained, guaranteed additional super attack. And 7 or more int key spheres obtained, another guaranteed additional super attack. The active skill can be activated starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, once only. Causes ultimate damage to the enemy. Changes AGL and physical key spheres to int key spheres. Power of Wishes category allies gain 4 key and 44% attack. And GT Heroes category allies gain 4 key and 44% defense for 1 turn. This is all for 1 turn, if I'm not mistaken. And Goku does not have an EX super attack. I am a bit let down about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping he would have an EX super attack as well. Okay. The 12 key greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. That is a 50% raise. And the 18 key massively raises attack for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. I have to say, I don't know if this passive with the permanent additional super attack activates for both sides. If it does, you're switching for 1 turn into Goku, and then as soon as that happens, that you get 7 or more int key spheres, the next time you just turn back to Vegeta. I don't think there's any reason not to. And you definitely want to have a rainbow key sphere changer on the team. You definitely want to have that happening. Alright, on to the Goku side. I am a little bit let down by the leader skill here. I was hoping that it would be a double leader skill. It just seems incongruous to me that it's not. Even the part 1, Vegeta has 2 parts to the leader skill. But either way, Realm of Gods category, key plus 4 and 220% to stats, 300% attack and defense, a guaranteed additional super attack, and a 70% chance of evasion. With a key sphere obtained once only, 7 key, guaranteed evasion, and Realm of Gods category allies chance of evading enemy's attack, plus 7%, plus an additional 7% chance to evade the enemy's attack for characters who are also superclass. Before attacking, another 10% chance to evade, so that's up to 80%. Before receiving an attack within the turn, 60% damage reduction. When receiving an attack, survives KO attacks up to once within a turn. For every attack evaded, 2 key up to 8, and a chance of performing a critical hit, 15 up to 60%. When attacking with 12 or more key, 177% attack and defense, and when attacking with 18 or more key, launches an additional super attack. Superclass allies gain 20% attack and defense, and an additional 40% attack and defense for characters who also belong to the Realm of Gods category. So a 20 plus 40% support buff there. And when there is another Realm of Gods or Power Beyond Super Saiyan category ally in the team, or starting from the 3rd turn from the character's entry turn, meets up with Vegeta to perform Versatile Exchange. I did not think they would come up with another version of Dodger Die character. But let's see here. Also 25 categories here. And the EX super attack is on the Goku side. We know that already. So the 12 key greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. And the 18 key greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. I guess they did this also. I feel like this is kind of a nerf, but let's just see what happens. So when the first attack in the turn is a super attack performed with 24 key, 70% chance for the super attack to become an EX super attack. Greatly raises attack and defense for 3 turns and causes ultimate damage to the enemy, and has guaranteed evasion. I am not a fan. I am most definitely not a fan of this. This, yeah, it's okay. It's not anything significant in my opinion. I am tremendously let down by this. The fact that it's a 70% chance to happen, it happens on the 18 key, not the 12 key. It's just, what's the point of this entire passive here of evasion just to put this as the EX super attack. Make this a permanent 50% attack and defense raise, and then come back to me. That's just, I don't know. That's a tremendous letdown. We have the passive here for Vegeta is also 300% attack and defense, an additional 1 key per key sphere obtained, and a 50% chance of performing a critical hit, guaranteed guard, with a key sphere obtained once only, damage reduction rate 77%. Before attacking, 30% damage reduction. And for every attack received, 2 key up to 8, and an additional 10% damage reduction up to 40%. So 70% damage reduction. I would hope that goes up to 80%, truth be told. There is more. There is more. Let's not jump the gun here. After the enemy launches a super attack at the character, all allies gain 3 key for 2 turns, and when attacking with 12 or more key, 77% attack and defense, and when attacking with 18 or more key, another 77% attack and defense, and launches a guaranteed additional super attack. And when activating the active skill or when attacking with 24 key, 277% attack and another 77% defense. So here is where the stats are going, and he's got a guaranteed crit as well. So we have the active skill on Vegeta's side, massively raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy and gains 77% attack for 1 turn. Then the super attacks, 12 key, massively raised attack and defense for 1 turn, causes colossal, and the same for the 18 key, but it's mega colossal damage. All in all, Goku is another version of Dodge or Die, and Vegeta is a defensive unit. Turn 1, massively defending. He's taking 0 damage from anything that happens before attacking that first turn that he's there. But then he ends up getting to 70% damage reduction straight up. He also has this when attacking with 12 or more key, 77% attack and defense, and when attacking with 18 or more key, another 77% attack and defense, and when attacking with 24 key, another 77% defense. I don't know how much of a slot 1 unit he would be, even the second turn that he's there. I just don't know why this is the case. At this point, I don't know if Dokkan is doing this thing where if you have, my goodness, if you have better animations, to me, then you just have a less desirable kid. I don't know what the deal is. So Goku has 60% damage reduction before receiving an attack. He has 80% chance to dodge also before receiving an attack. He has a survive KO'd attacks up to once within a turn. And he's got up to 60% damage reduction for after 4 attacks evaded. He also has this part where after attacking, he's getting all that extra stuff. I do not like it when they do this. I really don't. They have to stop keeping the defense on when attacking for units. It's the 11th anniversary, for crying out loud. It's the headliner units. You really shouldn't be doing that. It just doesn't make sense. Well, there is still more. We have the banner unit LEDGIC, which I guess makes sense. GT bosses or mission execution category, key 3 and 130% to stats, 250% attack and defense, critical hit, evasion and damage reduction 30%, guaranteed additional super attack, attacked enemy attack and defense minus 20% for 2 turns. GT bosses or mission execution category allies gain 3 key and 60% attack and defense. When attacking with 12 or more key, another 250% attack and defense. As the first attack on return, once only, a chance of evasion up by 25%, and as the first or third attack in a turn, another 45% chance to evade and 15% damage reduction. So we're sitting at 45% damage reduction and 75% chance to evade in slot 1 or slot 3. That becomes a 100% chance to evade the first time as a first attack on a turn. So you can save that for when you want it to be a 100% chance to evade. I do like that, actually. I really am liking that. As the second or third attack on a turn, the 250% attack and chance of performing a critical hit 40%, and 250% attack and chance of performing a critical hit 30%, and launches an additional super attack, and that is every time as the second or third attack on a turn. It only has 2 categories, that's GT bosses and mission execution. The GT link is kind of useless. Mission execution is probably where I would want to put him, just for the support. GT bosses, yes, that is definitely where that would be usable. Shocking speed, most of GT has shocking speed. I guess these are okay links. The super attack greatly raises attack and evens for 1 turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and raises allies' attack by 20% for 2 turns, self-excluded. Wow, and wow. I want to know your thoughts, folks. What do you folks think of these 2 Part 2 anniversary units? I would say that I personally am liking the GT side better. I feel they have more defensive ability at this point, and I've been leaning to more defensible characters. That's just me, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I would really like to hear from you folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch the video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you are new here, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I wish you all good luck with your polls. I hope to see you all in the next video. Ocean, signing off.